Hi there, welcome back to Gib84 Gaming. I've changed my camera angle a little bit to a little bit of a Ronaldinho Plays camera angle because I want to go through the lost art of instruction manuals. This idea came about a long time ago when I was talking with Mr. Feed Me Chicken, and he sent me a game through. It was maybe at the beginning of the year. But when I got the game through, I've played through it and I really enjoyed it. But the really cool thing about it was the instruction manual. So I'm going to pick out 3 games here with brilliant instruction manuals and just kind of talk about them and how much we miss instruction manuals in this day and age. So the game that I'm talking about, first game of the 3, is Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. It's a cool game. I really enjoy playing it. It's got really good kind of music in it, obviously with Indiana Jones kind of tune, and nice little kind of quips. But anyway, what we're talking about is the instruction manual. So inside, from Mr. Feed Me Chicken, great condition game, and case, and instruction manual. So let's get the instruction manual out and have a wee look at it. Brilliant. I think this is probably my favourite one, so I should have left it to the end, but let's go through it anyway. So when you open it up, it looks like a kind of a journal, so Indiana Jones journal. So when you open it up, you've got a little foreword there from Indy himself, and then you've got the contents. So everything looks all handwritten. So obviously there's a lot of love and detail that's went into this instruction manual. Even the bit with the kind of standard PlayStation setup. It looks like he's drawn the little lines and then telling you like, controller port 1 and controller port 2, disc tray and things like that. And then again with the controller, it just makes it all kind of unique. And again, just some more scribblings from Indy himself, Dr. Jones. And even here, you've got like travel documentation, just things like that. Like that's how. Like the travel documentation tells you about the main menu of the game, like it's starting up the game. Like some kind of little propaganda kind of thing in there as well, is it? Pretty cool too. Research notes. You got like a newspaper article kind of thing as well. That kind of tells you a bit about the story and what it is you're doing in the game. And then we move a little bit more on. I mean this instruction manual is quality. I really should have left it to the end because it's brilliant. But even like here, so the combat moves, you've got little diagrams of Indy and all the instructions and things like that. And even here, like a nice little thing. When in doubt, whip them. It's kind of funny, it's kind of cool. And yeah, I think this is an absolutely awesome instruction manual. You certainly don't get ones like this anymore these days. Saving and loading, again like a passport, it's kind of cool. And then you've got the credits, things like that. And it looks like a typewriter kind of document. So yeah, that is a really cool instruction manual. I think you would agree. Put back in there. Right down. Next one, sticking with PlayStation 2, is Manhunt. This is such a cool game. I remember playing this back in the day as well. Really kind of sick and twisted, and it's kind of feels like an old kind of 80s kind of movie, because it's all kind of played through like somebody's watching you through the CCTV and things like that, and you're kind of fighting for your survival. It's like a televised blood sport kind of thing, kind of like Running Man, I think, back in the day. So again, we've got the game and then the manual. So what we're talking about here today is the manual. So let's take it out and have a wee look. So as soon as you open this one up as well, it's all kind of it's all unique. It's not just text, it's just the way it's written out, sorry, that makes it kind of unique to the game. But here we go, this is like, it tells you about your ratings and things like that, and I'm pretty sure it is. I'm trying. What's his name? That's gonna annoy me, sorry. What is his name? Oh no, don't remember his name. Well, James L. Cash, he's the guy you control, but I'm trying to remember the bad guy's name. It's really annoying me now. Starkweather. Is it Starkweather? I think it's Starkweather. Yeah, I know Starkweather set up there. Stupid. But yeah, this just tells you all about. This is Starkweather's kind of and it says here VHS or DVD order now. That's kind of cool. But it tells you about the scenes, different scenes, and the star ratings and things like that. Again, order now, VHS or DVD, and it shows you kind of like the different enemies and things like that. And then there's like kind of sale promotions here. Pigsy's greatest hits, Pigsy's bloopers, hitting the skins. Let's Play Ramirez says. So cool, such a cool instruction manual, this one as well. And here we've got all the weapons, so it shows you all the weapons and the kind of enemies that have these weapons that you can get them off of and things like that. But just the layout of the instruction manual here is absolutely brilliant as well. I'm not getting the whole manual into this screen, I do apologise. The hunter sign up, so here again we've got like different the different hunters that you go up against. And here we've got the tactics used by James L. Cash. It tells you about like just the way you kind of control them throughout the game. It's got a lot of stealth in it, obviously. A lot of sick melee kills. Special services there as well. Membership required, so here you have to stop and get your membership to get exclusive content. But here's the different kind of levels kind of thing in the game as well. And then yeah, that is a really cool one as well. And then a little bit Max Payne at the end. So that's a cool instruction manual there as well. And the last game is on the PSP, and it is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. So I've just recently got this game. I've had the case for a while, like in my bag of loose stuff, but I finally found the UMD, which was at my mum and dad's house in a bag, just a random bag. So I found a couple of UMDs there. But anyway, let's talk about the instruction manual, because this is a really cool one as well. So Metal Gear Solid, the big peace sign. I'm pretty sure this is directly after Metal Gear Solid 3, and then it plays into Ground Zeroes and then into Phantom Pain, I believe. If I've got the timeline right, I'm not so sure. But this is a cool little instruction manual as well. So it looks quite basic at the start. Like there's nothing special at the start of it. But it's when you get right into, so it just tells you the layout of the HUD and the game screen and things like that. But it's when you get into the instruction manual that's really cool. So it goes from portrait to landscape. This is the way you have to read it now. And it's got little comic book strips. And you've got Kaz talking to you through your little headset. But then it tells you how to do what Kaz is telling you to do, kind of thing. So it's like a comic book with the instruction manual within the instruction manual, which is really cool. So again, you've got this here, they found me and who's there, and then it tells you what happened, what you should do once you get spotted by an enemy. And again here, just Kaz telling you about things like that to hide. It tells you about your life gauge and your sight gauge and things like that, and your rations. Shooting the enemy without being noticed. So obviously you can hug the walls, hide behind the walls and pop out and pop a shot off at them. It tells you how to do that through the comic, and then it shows you how to do it. And then just a cool little mini poster. Again here shows you the map, how to work the map, the area maps. 3 types of missions. So obviously in the game you've got the main ops, you've got main ops, extra ops and co-ops. I think this was the first game that they introduced. Maybe it was Portable Ops, I can't remember. But they introduced the Fulton extraction device, the balloon that takes enemies to. I'm sure it was this one was the first one, because you go to Mother Base and you can get the enemies back to Mother Base to improve your R&D and things like that. Here again shows you all your different fatigues and costumes. So jungle fatigue, sneaking suit, naked, battle dress, and again shows you where it is in the game. Starting co-ops. What's that? Co-op rings. That's just all co-op stuff. But it's really cool the way it kind of sets the scene and then it tells you how to do it. Yeah, so that is the third and last instruction manual that I want to show off. It would be really cool to see other people's, if they've got any cool instruction manuals and why they're unique, and see what they're like. But those are 3 games that I've picked for the lost art of instruction manuals. So we've got Indiana Jones, Emperor's Tomb, Manhunt, and we've got Metal Gear Solid. Chuck it in there somewhere. Ta-da! That's it. Thanks again guys for watching. It would be really cool to see other people's instruction manuals and yeah, just see what they're all like. Cheers guys.